Oh yay. I'm pretty fried. It's been a long, long day. It's not a long month, y'all. Hair's all wild. I'm living my wild, crazy hair. It just might. I do. I'm obsessed with this dress. I love like little shoulder pad things. I have to do a shoot in this sometime. I guess I can take my seatbelt off now. Putting you here as well. Trying to do it without honking my horn. Yeah, not good enough. Not good enough. There we go. Whatever, that's as good as it's gonna get. It's been a pretty draining, chaotic week, I want to say. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, actually. I might have even mentioned this in the last video, though I'm just like so fried. I'm just like not even sure anymore. So I experienced my menses since like November 29th. And then I finally got my menses to stop on January 17th. Isn't that crazy? And I was on a birth control called Sprintec, and I was really bad at taking it at the same time every single day. And I think that might have been what triggered that. So I stopped cold turkey for like a whole week, and I did the Sunday start thing. And I went to the OBGYN yesterday and got like my third PAP in my life ever, which is not the most pleasant. It was also my first, actually I think it was my fourth. My first female physician, actually. I've always had males. And she's actually really good. I actually really liked her. I actually have some paperwork of things that I have to do to follow through with my exam, basically. And then she also gave me these apps for iPhone for meditation. One's called Headspace, though she said that wasn't her favorite. She mentioned Insight Timer and how it's like guided meditation. So I'm definitely going to have to try that out to help me out with that. I'm extra tired and extra drained. I'm just like so spent. I've been spending my energy in inappropriate places, one could say. I'm actually considering putting in my 2 weeks with this cafe, and I honestly need another 2 weeks just all to myself to just like do nothing and just do nothing. I'd love to just like fly away and go do something somewhere else as well, as I've mentioned 1,000 times. I also went ahead and I added a $2,000 Amazon gift card to my wish list. Naughty. Dream big, right? Or There's actually a phrase for that. Anchoring? I think it's called anchoring. So, there's that. I received this cool handmade gift from a local today. It says that there's a clear quartz in there and a little crystal ball that actually came out of a spray pan can. What kind of word was that, Trina? A spray paint can. So that's like an interesting little trinket. Something fun for me to fiddle with. Fiddle. I'm thinking about putting on my keys too, actually. I'm not really getting the vibe though that it's actual clear quartz. It might be. I just need like energetic cleansing or something. I don't know. It's the thought that counts. I think it's nice. I think that's nice. And I'm trying to think what else. I feel like mentioning training. As you know, I have submissives, and some submissives are in training right now. And, you know, also, you know, I'm kind of like a life coach for some people, or a muse I've been called, or Lenin, Siddhi, and stuff like that. And there's nothing more irritating for people like me right now. It's like when you give someone tools to use, and then like you don't see them applying the things that you've already invested in them. It's like going right over their head, and that can get annoying and draining, kind of frustrating. I'm trying to think of that other thing that I was talking about earlier. It's like clear cognizable or something like that. It's basically like where I'm clear knowing, it's called. It's like I know things that I shouldn't know kind of thing, and I just know information. And then clear empathy, where I clear feeling. So those are two very powerful things. And then sometimes I'm clairvoyant, like I can see. Like I just get visions, like in the mind kind of thing. I like to enhance those abilities, which is something I'm hoping that's going to come out of these books that I just picked up. And I added a rose quartz lamp to my wish list. I keep like trying to hold myself back from purchasing it myself. I really need a bath to get out of these dirty clothes. And speaking of dirty clothes, I just washed clothes, so I have a lot of clothes to put away already. I have so much stuff I need to do, though tomorrow I'm leaving on a great adventure to, it's a place called Peace River. I've never been there, though I've always wanted to go there since I was maybe 15. I had a buddy who used to talk about it all the time. And now I finally get to go. So I'm bored. I don't really want to go upstairs. I've been sitting in my parking lot for a little bit. Kind of got into a huge fight with Dennis today because basically the girl that I know intuitively robbed the house shows up, dyed her hair, and then while he's talking to her in the doorway, he's leaves the door open, and then George runs out. And that was kind of upsetting. I'm just like fried with everything. And I'm fantasizing about some sort of spiritual retreat. Like, I need a place to really recharge my batteries. Like, yeah, like, I want to say Southwest Airlines. Like, because they're the only ones that have gift cards on Amazon. and I just want to go. And I need that like little incentive push to encourage me to just go and just go do it. Because boy, do I need it. Just take like I said, like 2 weeks. If I had my way, I'd take a couple months. If not a couple years, my whole life, right? I hate the system. It's quite confusing. And then I get conflicted what I'm supposed to do career-wise. I love traditional Chinese medicine. Though a lot of the main stuff that I love to do is definitely the healing, empathy, psychic readings. I love all that stuff, though. Trying to figure out, like, how can that be a secure, stable income is also iffy. And especially because there's, like, so little believers in that kind of stuff. So that can get kind of frustrating. Or just, again, like, when people don't want to accept my help, or especially when they come to me saying that they want help, and then you tell them exactly what to do, and then they panic, and they jump ship because that's not really what they wanted. Or I guess I didn't give them the answer that they were hoping to hear. Though that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not going to basically BS you and tell you lies. And just, drain you. It's not what I'm here to do. How does that make me feel good, I don't know. I just know that I'm spent and that it's time for me to have some fun. And I'd like to say Monday can't come soon enough. And that also kind of triggers for me because, Monday is my 26th birthday. And I called out my boss how I told her that it's like she's jealous. She's jealous and manipulative. And like the 2 days that I requested to have off, she purposely schedules me for those days. It's like, what are you doing? Like, it's call me crazy, but I think it's intentional. And then she got all butthurt when I basically said that she's jealous. But it doesn't make sense because, like, when I first started, like, she basically showed me off. She's like, oh, she's a mermaid, she's a model. She spoke so highly of me, but now every time I have a gig, it's just like, jobs like shitty jobs like this just always do that stuff. They, like, punish you for, like, leaving town or for, like, going to see your family. Such pettiness, I just like to level up and, like, figure out a place for me where I'm actually, like, valued as a human being and treated like a person, and most of all, like, compensated properly for the energy and service that's invested, really. Like, it's frustrating. It's funny, too, because you have that side of the spectrum where people are just totally treated, like, awful for Trump change, Yet, to other people, that money is, like, everything. And then you have the other contrast of doing, like, findom stuff, and it's just, where is the gray area amongst what I'm doing, and where does everything that I'm doing tie in with one another? And how do I find that solid ground of consistency and where I'm actually in a state of constant pleasure and everything's enjoyable instead of, like, dealing with people that completely drain my energy and, basically I filter their stuff, right? So I don't want to filter their poop. I want to filter good, what's the word? It's basically like clean energy. There's a word for it, though, and it's gonna drive me bonkers. Starlight energy. Bam. Well, this is getting long, and I should probably go inside soon. Thank you for being here with me. Hope to see you again. Talk to you later. I love you. Bye.